I said a couple episodes ago that I was going to talk about my calendar and the importance of a strong calendar and or time management system as as I start to grow and get more success. But how powerful a strong calendar can be to be a strong time management system can be or is to help grow your success with your business endeavors. And a tip, I'm going to talk about a tip today that will help you dramatically and is helping me. And it's a great tip, and it was a great reminder that I got by following Allison Prince's time management / calendaring system, which I have been working on applying over the past few months. So the idea that Allison Prince talks about is batching your work, batch processing, or just batching your work. So, for example, I was recording, and I'm back to recording a podcast episode every day. And what I'm committing to, by the way, is 5 days a week. So I will publish a podcast episode 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at least, and perhaps we'll have some bonus episodes on the weekend. The other thing that I would like to do again is getting back to publishing one interview a week as well. So my new schedule that I'm hoping to achieve, but I'm going to be loosey-goosey, is, just so you know, dear listener, and thank you for listening, is that 5 episodes a week, 4 of which will be riffs, and hopefully 1 interview a week. And the interview will be successful entrepreneurs and how do they utilize testimonials, case studies, social proof to grow their businesses, and then also, where does that conversation lead? Which I actually just had a great interview with a brick and mortar hearing loss specialist. He does hearing aids and stuff like that, but great conversation about how he utilizes Google business testimonials. It's funny, I don't even know the proper terminology in Google space, Google land, but anyway, boy, man, this guy was sharp. His name was Russell Broadhead. If you listen to me or have been listening to me for a bit as well, you'll know that I can divert, but I try to stay on course. Anyhow, Russell Broadhead, Tucson Hearing Centers or something like that. But we talked about his process, his system to get, Yelp, Google, and Facebook business testimonials, and how powerful it has been for him in growing his business. But then, of course, that led to, hey, he's been thriving as he's been embracing funnels, direct response marketing, these techniques to grow his brick and mortar business locally in Tucson, Arizona. And what he's been learning, and he's very good at what he's doing, and he's open-minded. And anyhow, so you have that interview to look forward to, but at a minimum, I'll just have 5 riffs a day. I guess that's where I was going with that. 5 riffs a week. So if I were to, Allison Prince talks about batching your work, whatever that is, and it's more efficient. What she means by that is it's more efficient to for me to, if I record 5 episodes, for example, instead of publishing it every day, opening GarageBand and then, downloading it, do the GarageBand work, and then opening the podcasting platform and, doing that work there, and then creating your notes and all this, right? The opening and closing of all those programs, that's actually time, effort, distraction, stuff like that. So the better thing to do would be to have a little bit of a backlog of a few episodes and then batch publish them. So schedule the publishing. So I, for example, would open GarageBand once a week, go through, do all the GarageBand work on the 5 episodes. Great. Then open my Word doc and do the show notes on all that, right? So you're one-timing it. You're not having to every day open and close, find the programs, this, that. But you time block it, crank it out, remove all distractions, and then you're much more efficient. And the time block and the batching, that together is extremely powerful. So you do nothing else while you're doing your batch work. And specifically, you're not answering emails, you're not answering your phone, you're not randomly looking at social media, right? All that stuff is turned off as you time block out and batch that work. So I literally could take those 5 recorded episodes and then in an hour or less get them all scheduled, get them all edited quickly, intros, outros added, show notes done, and scheduled, all episodes scheduled for publishing for the week in an hour or less. And how efficient is that? I hope I'm saying that correctly. I hope I'm making sense. So that's really what one of my main focuses moving forward as I'm getting busier, as people are having me get their customer testimonials for them, as I'm systemizing my processes, is how can I batch work, right? So as I'm editing testimonials that I've recorded for people, I'm batching that, right? So instead of doing a little bit every day, which can be a great idea, what I am more focusing on is, okay, for this next 2 hours or 4 hours or whatever it is, I am specifically working on editing, these testimonials, da-da-da-da. So that way I'm not having to reopen, find the programs I want to work, utilize, all that. It can be a distraction, it turns out. So the power of batching, try it. I encourage you to try it. And give me some feedback. My email's in the show notes, so click an email. And let me know, hey, this is how I utilize batch processing of the work that I do. And you can batch all kinds of things, So what do you batch? How do you batch? How are you time blocking and creating efficiencies in your workflows? All right, I hope I made sense with this episode. Oh my gosh. All right, peace out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Table Rush Talk Show. For resources to help you sell your stuff, go to belove.media/resources. That's belove.media/resources. And be sure to subscribe, comment, 5-star, and share. Thank you again for listening.